Hello everyone and welcome to a one of these quite a while ago. I'm here to kind of follow up on that Dark Souls 3 and yeah, that's really all I'm gonna be doing. So for those that don't know, probably feel like a lot of people probably think I love this game, and I do, but I'm very critical of especially this game's flaws. I'm not qualified to consider it PvP rant without me going into other parts of the game and explaining how they're perfectly balanced compared to PvP. It's called a rant, mostly because I am not qualified mostly because I don't believe I'm qualified to completely criticize anything this game has to offer. So without further ado, let's move on with it. So, Dark Souls 3 PvP. I did some videos on it quite a while ago, and I gotta say, that content is horrible. You know why? Because, everything's horrible. Nothing is balanced. Everything is boring, same old pieces of crap doing weapons that are crutches. Oh frick, I didn't know that was gonna come towards me. Alright. And using weapons that are just there and only using one type of weapon, etc, etc. Because, people aren't good at the game. Because people don't know how to have fun in PvP. Or at least help others have fun. So that's what this game's are all about, right? Fun. Or at least that's how video games originated. There is no immersive thing back in the day, but I'm not gonna. Today's not a day for me to completely contemplate what all games mean. Anyway, onwards, back on my subject. Nothing is balanced. And I dare say this after this patch has come out. The patch has come out, they patched the Dark Sword finally, but they did so many stupid things. They said that they changed the Hornet Ring. They didn't do anything to it. The only thing that I've seen from it is that armor helps a little bit more with it. I don't even know how that's gonna work. It's just another really crappy system that From Software has stuck, and they've stuck their fist even farther up the game's butt. As you can tell, I did PvP before this video, though, so do keep that in mind. Although I say that my complaints are valid because I was testing it out. You can't say it because I was salty. I heal regardless in PvP of whether I'm salty or not. I heal. I do as I please. It doesn't matter if you put yourself out to be summoned. You are out there for the world to do things to you. You are not. It can be the same as an invasion or more. Anyway. And the Dark Souls 3 PvP is horrible. It's just Bloodborne, except freaking it doesn't have all the swipes. It doesn't have the gun spam. Screw that, more like R1 spam, that's unpunishable. Seriously, and hyper armor is the worst thing. Hyper armor is the worst thing. Anyone who uses a greatsword in PvP and who thinks that they are completely skilled with it. Yeah, you're skilled with a greatsword, great job, that's horrible. The hyper armor is imbalanced and it's unfair to other players. Crappiest thing ever. If you're not gonna introduce poise, why are you introducing poison through stuff with hyper armor? That's it's like a Musically line. No. It's doing useless stuff. It's putting what we wanted out in front of the music, but it's in such an ugly form that no one likes it. No one should like it. The only people who like it are the people who can't live without it. Or people who would prefer be able to roly-toly but still push through attacks. Yeah, those people. Those people being those who are, anyway, back on to what I was saying. There's nothing wrong with doing that while rolling. However, that's another thing. The rolling system in this game is also horrible because the equipment load is broken. I mean, really. Well, what's there to say about this? It's almost Bloodborne all over again. I saw a guy rolling in full havels. Rolling in full havels. Yeah, that's wrong, From Software. That is severely wrong. Even in Dark Souls 2, that was a feat to accomplish, and you need a serious tank built to go through several New Game Pluses just for that to happen. And there's no reason for me to be parrying here. And I wasn't even trying to parry. That was the game. That was on the game there. Anyway. Roll. Roll. I like the PvE in this game. That's the only thing that's pretty good about the game. And even so, I still, if I had an Xbox One or my old Xbox 360, I would go back and play Dark Souls. There's nothing more important about it. I wouldn't even care if I could summon or get invaded, because it's so seldom regardless. By the way, everyone was excited, and they keep calling this game like Dark Souls 1. It is nothing like Dark Souls 1. It's a Bloodborne replica. Go freaking F yourself and... If you say this game is better than Dark Souls 2, well, at least Dark Souls 2 has a better PvP system, and if a game and that's what's gonna give the game quite a bit more replayability. Yeah. At least Dark Souls 2 had a decent PvP system. I felt compelled to do PvP in Dark Souls 2. In this game, I do PvP because either Crazy wants to, or I was just testing out the new patch earlier. For the most part, I just start new characters and try to use different weapons. Screw me saying earlier on, and in one of my videos, that I start new characters and get different weapons so I can do PvP with them. No, I should just... No, that's not really what's happening with me. I made a mistake when I said that, because that is the exact opposite of what is happening and what I want to happen. I, for the most part, am just going to use them in PvE because they're fun and everything is balanced, and I can freaking, and stuff will be viable. And, I think Miyazaki put it in a good way, and he probably saw this coming. It's turning into a COD thing. The Dark Souls series is turning into a new type of COD thing. Yes, I know. Whatever makes money will be made more of. That makes sense. They're gonna... But what I'm excited about is I'm excited to see a new IP from them that doesn't have this artificial difficulty in it. No artificial difficulty as in it's trial and error. No, trial and error is not artificial difficulty to me. Artificial difficulty to me is just completely neglecting one playstyle in favor of another, or without advertising it. Without advertising it, mind you, Bloodborne was advertised to be a fast-paced game, and if you didn't play fast-paced, then you were gonna die. Let me catch my breath here for a second. Cause talking, I don't know, I don't even know I'm out of breath from talking already. And I'm gonna say this, so a lot of people are like, well, it's still a good game regardless. Yes, I know it's a good game regardless, but let's be honest. the community wants to make the Dark Souls series 1 as a whole and just kick out Dark Souls 2, then no, I'm not gonna let that happen. Dark Souls 2 is a part of the series, and this one's not gonna be the sequel you wanted. There was already a sequel to Dark Souls. It might have been in a cut-off world, but there were still certain places, and it was brand new locations and brand new everything. At least some of the bosses in Dark Souls 2 had some pretty cool difficulty. Everything in this game is either easy or really crappy difficulty. Crappy difficulty, mind you, not the good type of difficulty. Dare I say anything more? Yes, I will, because, you know, the community doesn't really watch me anyway. Not many people watch my videos anyway. I'm gonna keep on saying this. And if I ever get bigger later on, and people ask me my opinions on the game, I'm gonna say the exact same thing. Or unless I have good reason otherwise. I'm not gonna go back and I'm not gonna let this game nostalgia me. Because there is no nostalgia to be had in this game. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. There's no nostalgia to anything in this game. All the cool moments were shown off in the trailer and in the freaking early access with Bandai Namco were horrible at. They had no idea how to handle their game. Don't give it to anyone until the game's finished. The game was clearly finished regardless, so there was no reason for them to be doing that. At least some people didn't overdo the videos about it, but seriously, people had already beaten the game. People had already beaten the game before it came out. And no, I'm not talking about the Japanese version. Although I am quite ticked off that that anybody can get the Japanese version as long as they do a few things. Those people who got the Japanese version who don't live in Japan and they made videos about it, you guys can go F off. That's including Ouroboros. Next is the fan service in this game that doesn't even work as fan service. They try to make it bearable. I mean, seriously, the cool areas aren't even available for you to explore. There's no nostalgic things in that cathedral. That is an empty cathedral with fat people and a freaking cannibal in it. What am I gonna do when I move on from this game? Because I am going to eventually move on from this game. I will never forget Dark Souls 1 and 2 and Demon Souls. I will gladly forget this in Bloodborne. I will gladly forget them. Even Dark Souls 2 had memorable experiences for me. This game doesn't. The success of this game was just because of the hype, and people are still blinded by it. It was like that with Dark Souls 2 for 2 weeks. Even then, Dark Souls 2 still had better PvP and some definitely better content. As an individual game, this game is good. Personally, I like Dark Souls 2 more than it. Why I play this more and why I don't play Scholar? Well, it's as simple as this. This game caters to my playstyle, and my playstyle feels better in this game, so that's why I keep coming back to it. I still like this game. It's not as good as everyone puts it. Neither is Overwatch. Why did I talk about Overwatch there? Well, mostly for the fact that I just feel like it. Let's be honest. A hero shooter should not be worth $60, and it's definitely only 10 out of 10 for its genre. Then again, you know, I never saw the GameSpot review. I'm pretty sure that would be. And if they put a 10 out of 10 on it, then I'll play it. He survived Aldrich. Anyway, so as I said, I was saying, what are my plans after I move on from this game? Like I said, move on. If I ever get a good gaming PC, I will mod Dark Souls 1 and play it. And by mod, I mean I will make it look bearable, and I will make it run bearably. By the way, I just realized something. Giant enemy crab. Giant banana. Giant crab, enemy crab. Banana. Giant crab, enemy crab. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Giant crab, enemy crab. Giant crab, enemy crab. Biddy booty booty. Anyway, I'm gonna keep recording gameplay because, you know, I haven't recorded this in quite a bit. So I'll keep recording for now, you know. Stop backing up into the freaking crabs and come over here. I cannot stand this NPC. There, you're dead. Go after yourself. Anyway. It's a B. Great. It needed that. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the patch. You can look it up online if you need to. And as much as I'm tempted to use the exile, I'm not gonna. He just jump attacked me. Dang, my parry just got shut down by an NPC. Jeez, let me get a charge attack on you. Come after me. That's amazing right there. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Giant. Anyway, this video really makes me sound like I'm like I'm just very salty. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda am, but at the same time I'm not completely. Anyway, we can upgrade our weapon to +3 now. Man, I'm so bad at parrying. Crew! Right shield. That's a bit of chaos, I think. Giant crab, enemy crab. Giant crab, enemy crab. I need you to stop. Just stop. Stop it. Spam kill him. Heal up. And stop being an idiot. Doodle it, doodle it, doodle it. See that guy over there? We're gonna ignore him because we got other things to deal with. Okay, those guys actually don't have that much HP. They are about to want my booty though after I go up here. Trust me, they'll want my booty. They'll want it indeed. We're gonna leave that guy alone because I don't like them. Now, which of these has more damage? Because I like them both. That's 2, 7. That's 2. That would be 220. 222. Alright, 222. That is 229. Yes! I wanted this one regardless. You could all probably tell that. Or do I want this one more? Oh, frick, I accidentally dual wielded. I might want this one more. I'm gonna say. Nah, I want this one more. I can't resist my old club. That's neato. The other one was the Bed of Chaos, and one of them is the Four Kings. Well, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, I need 12. Oh, alright. Okay, whatever, Sonic the Hedgehog, hero to all. Loza. When they get it all, the chaos and upon them all in the spending spree for his crippling addiction to PCP. Come on, son, said we'll go collect rings and run through the meadow and jump on Sprints. Oh my god. That's my tail, sorry, Philip. Yo, no ring, Sonic, it's time to get real. I'm gonna kill a mother just to see how it feels. If you dare to come at me, you better come at me. I'll break your sorry legs if you look at me. Oops. Hey!